outlined, he asked for a debate, International Men's Day debate. International Men's Day is a day that it's on the 19th of November. I'd not heard of it before, and he sort of led the charge in a sort of, well, the women get one and the women get a question session in Parliament, so the men should have one too. I mean, then the fallout from it is that, you know, I spoke up against it, which was presented by a certain newspaper that I had laughed and joked about male suicide, men dying of cancer, young boys' education, which obviously I did not do. I think that potentially, if I was there again, I might not laugh at a man who is clearly not an equalities champion, suggesting that men, I mean, the thing that made me laugh was the suggestion that men don't have an opportunity to speak up in the House of Commons, not any of the things. If he had come to me with a debate about male suicide, I would have been...
the high suicide rate amongst men, the propensity for violence against men. There's many male victims of domestic violence, again, as something that goes very much unreported because of lots of embarrassment about it. The underachievement of boys in education compared to girls, the issues around father-child relationships, and often the way that fathers sometimes feel they don't get a fair crack of the whip in terms of custody of their children and things like that. These are all issues that affect an awful lot of people around the country. Whether people agree with some people's views or not, I think it's important that the House of Commons debates these issues. I think people can recognise that they are all very real issues for many people in the country. And so in the spirit of gender equality, given that we have the debate each year on International Women's Day, which I suspect will continue under this committee, I thought it would only be fair that we had an opportunity to debate these issues under the flag of International Men's Day, which is this year on Thursday the 19th of November.
Thank you very much. Questions? Jess?
You have to excuse me for laughing, that the idea that men don't have the opportunity to ask questions in this place is a frankly laughable thing. As I say, as the only woman on this committee, it seems like every day to me is... Well,
I wasn't making, with respect, I wasn't making that point. I wasn't making the point that men don't have an opportunity to ask. I was about men's issues. There's a very big difference between men raising issues and the raising of men's issues.
But one could raise men's issues in any single one of the question sessions. So men's health, absolutely. So prostate cancer, that could be raised in men's questions, couldn't it?
Well, Mr. Chairman, I very much look forward to these arguments being deployed when we come to consider a debate on International Women's Day, because exactly the same arguments could be raised for International Women's Day, that women's health issues, that equality issues could be raised in women and equality questions in other forms. So all I ask is for an equal crack of the whip, that if those issues can be raised without having a debate on International Men's Day, then obviously the same issues can apply for when it comes to International Women's Day. But those arguments have never won the day before this committee.
I just think that it's worth pointing out the idea that this chamber, that these houses, both of them, in any way reflect gender equality is to me a frankly laughable thing. And so in the fight for equality, I'm not sure the men on this list necessarily have that much to fight for.
You didn't frankly have the balls to put country before party.